We are back for some more highlights from this first round match in the Pro Series team event that we showed you last week. We're back to the action with Corey Packard on the right lane and Brandon Marks on the left lane, and Corey drops 9, as you can see. Brandon with a nice ball, but he's got a 7-10 split. I think Dave Richards was giving Brandon a read on that. And Brandon makes a nice try. I think it looks like that was a double wood, and that's why it didn't react the way he was hoping it might and go over toward the 10 pin. A piece of double wood is really tough to make it spin and move. Mark Ricci back up again on lane 2. Solid 1-3 pocket hit, dropping 8. And he has no trouble taking care of that 2-pinner, 5-8, to spare. Camera's a little shaky because it was sitting on the telescorer, the projector, which is a little bit shaky. And Mark misses the head pin, but it's a nice break, dropping 8, leaving the 7-10. Once again, all 10 pin almost went. But he's got a much better scenario with the wood than Brandon Marks had a minute ago. And you will see he makes ample use of the wood. Hits it perfectly. He gets that wood to bounce over and get the 7. Mike Erickson back up on lane 2. He drops 9, leaving the 10 pin. And you can hear how enthusiastic the teams get in this team event. There's a lot of intensity, guys, rooting each other on. As I mentioned last week, it's sort of a microcosm of the World Tournament. It doesn't quite have the same intensity level, but it certainly has a lot of the same elements. Steve Legender with an 8 drop. Leaving a 5-8 with a nice piece of wood. And Steve has no trouble converting that to spare. Mark Ricci, always a very enthusiastic teammate. Slesinski misses the head pin, but as he's done on a couple of other occasions, he gets a lot of pin action. With him with a 7 drop. He was working on that strike that he filled in the segment that I posted earlier in the week, or toward the end of last week. And he's got the spare. Let's take a look at this. He hits very high on this piece of wood and pushes it back into the 5 pin and those other 2 pieces of wood. So he really got a lot of pins working for him there to take out the 5-7-10. Sometimes you need to get as much wood working for you as possible. And Jeff Slesinski with another good drop off a head pin miss. And this time he takes down the two-pinner with the spare. Carl with him with a nice bid on that Caleri, 1, 3, 6, 8, 10. But it's always tough to get the 8-pin on that lead, and he didn't quite, wasn't able to do it. Steve Reno with a nice ball in the 1-2 pocket, but he has a very difficult shot at 5-7. No wood to help. There's a piece of wood way over on the right, but I don't really think he's going to use that. And he doesn't need it. He cuts that 5-pin right over. And let's have another look at how he does this. Really a great shot here. He clips the right side of that 5-pin, actually cuts it in front of the 7-pin and off the wall. Comes back and takes out the 7. That's a terrific shot. And there, I had a really nice piece of wood here, so this is not really anything to write home about, but shows you with the right plank you can make it split pretty easily. And you can hear Dave Richards in the background. Corey Packard with a nice ball in the 1-2 pocket, leaving just a 10-pin. I think we were in the 7th and 8th boxes at this point. Mark Ricci's team was opening up a pretty good lead over us. Steve Gender with a 4 horseman, 1, 3, 6, 10. And Steve runs it down perfectly. Let's have a look at how this ball goes right down the line. The ball takes out all 4 pins. Nice conversion by Steve Gender. And he fills it with a strike. That was his last ball of the string. And as you can see with the shaky video, fairly high 1-3 pocket hit, but he gets some sidewall action and is able to take everything down. Jeff Slesinski with a strike. Solid 1-3 pocket hit, and you'll take a look at this high flush. 2-pin comes off the wall and trips the 4. And then yours truly, in an attempt to duplicate that same shot. Pretty much the same thing. And you can take another look at it. Again, the 2-pin goes to the wall, comes off, takes down the 4-pin. But as it turns out, that was not enough. And in the end, Mark Ricci's team came up with a first-round win over Jeff Slesinski.